with strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon.
Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Ben from ShouldIGetIt.com. Welcome to the 2018 Chevy Camaro 1SS 1LE. That means it's got the 6.2 liter V8, 455 horsepower, 455 pound-feet of torque, a 6-speed manual, so it's a proper 3-pedal car, and it sounds phenomenal, drives super well. It is the track-focused 1SS Camaro, so it's got the black hood, that's how you know it's the 1LE. It's got large Brembo brakes, 305 tires in the rear, 285s up front. The thing's amazing. It will auto blip on the downshifts for you. Check this out. Foot's up. Sounds great. Take off. Oh, all that torque. It feels amazing. So, I've been driving this car around all day, and I've been trying to film it. I've done 5 or 6 takes now of how it looks, how it drives, how it feels, and my mind's just all over the place because this thing is just intoxicating. It's almost like it's better than the old C63 AMG that I drove because this thing is so fun. It sounds so good, and it gets better MPG than the C63, and it's more comfortable than the C63 even. I would give it that. And it's got all the technology in the world that you could want. And the price? $45,000 for this supercar competing, track weapon, daily drivable, cruise through the neighborhood quietly at 2 in the morning if you need to car. But again, the sound. Intoxicating. The feeling, intoxicating, the handling through back roads. Intoxicating is the key word of this entire video of this car. This is just a car that I don't want to do anything else but drive this, and it is just amazing. So I've been driving this car all throughout San Diego today, thanks to Courtesy Chevrolet here in San Diego. If you guys are looking for a Chevy, hit them up. Their info will be down in the description below. But this car handles so well. This car is a dream in a straight line, and even in traffic it's not bad because it'll auto rev match for you. If you're going uphill, it'll do brake assist for you. You can turn on and off auto rev match, which is really nice, so you can still do everything yourself. And through the twisties, this thing just grips forever. I don't want to compare it to my Miata because I always do that, and people who own Camaros will probably be offended by that, but this handles even better than my Miata does on the back roads. And this is a canyon carver, canyon killer in the best way possible. You can just shred up the mountain. And it's so good that just talking about it made me miss the green light right there. It's just a phenomenal car. In terms of daily driving, it's great. You have Apple CarPlay, you have this large nav display here that's tilted inwards to reduce glare. You have buttons on the steering wheel that you push towards yourself. So from the back of the steering wheel, you push this way and it changes the volume or it changes your radio settings. You have a 0 to 60 timer, you have a G-force meter, you have a heads-up display that's beautiful that you can do either radio info or the tach or navigation or just your speed, which is awesome. You can adjust the height of the heads-up display. The seats, the Recaro suede and leather combo seats in the 1SS package, absolutely fantastic. The only negatives that I have with this car are the sound system isn't the best, but with the 2SS you can get the Bose audio, and the blind spots are huge. So the visibility isn't that great. You can see the window is pretty small right here, but the blind spots in the back because of the rear pillars are giant. But again, you just downshift, you speed up a little bit, go past the car. You don't have to worry about the blind spots as much. Just be really careful when you're driving it, and you'll get used to it. And the front visibility feels like a jet fighter cockpit because it's so tilted down the windshield. But again, when you first get in it, the first 20-30 minutes feels a little bit strange, but now I don't even think about it. I just get in the car and it feels normal to me. It is a fantastic car. It's made me love red lights because I love just putting it in first gear and going through. As a daily car, it's totally dailyable. It is super comfortable. You can get 19 miles to the gallon, which is even better than the C63 AMG, in which I was averaging 13. Here, I'm getting around 8 to 11 miles to the gallon, usually on these quick little trips that I've been doing all day. But when you're cruising on the highway, you can easily get 25 miles to the gallon because with a huge V8 that sounds like this, hold on. It's only revving at, 1,000 or 2,500 RPM tops if you're just cruising on the highway. Not even 1,000. It's going to be at like 1,500, 2,000 RPM, depending what speed you're cruising at. And again, it's intoxicating. My whole body, it's this whole body reaction. And the car is just purely awesome. So yes, the 1LE is an amazing car. It's an insane value for the money. I totally think you should get it, but there are a couple of things I forgot to mention while driving because it was just such an intoxicating feeling that I want to make sure I talk about. So the first is the trunk space. Now, the trunk is actually big and fits all my photo gear, so I can fit my carry-on backpack, I could fit another carry-on, I could fit tripod, light stands, extra lights, so it has enough space for me, but the opening to the trunk is a little bit awkward because of the taillights and just the way that only the top part opens. So it's a little bit awkward to get things in and out, but it definitely has the cargo room. But what's nice is that you can fit a lot of stuff behind you in the 2 rear seats. Now, I would never recommend that you try to fit 4 adults into this car. The back seats are just kind of there, like the Porsche 911 back seats or the Scion FRS back seats or the Fiat 500 Abarth back seats. They exist, but my Mini Cooper S rear seats actually have more legroom, it seems, than the 1LE, which is totally fine because with a track car, you're not really planning on taking anyone or any adults in the back. So you do have the option of fitting people, but it's not the best. And the third thing I want to talk about is the elbow switches. As you guys can see right here, I meant to say the window switches, but I've been calling them the elbow switches because the window switch is kind of right in the middle of my arm, where I think it should be more on the upper side of the door because it's really awkward to reach. So when I had to roll down the windows, I'd end up doing this with my arm, and it actually really hurt right here. Maybe it just hurts more for me because I actually fractured this arm a couple years back, but the window switches are in a really awkward place. Again, not that you're going to be using them very much, but just the placement could definitely be a little bit better. And if you guys have noticed the paddles on the steering wheel, that's because that allows you to turn rev match on and off. So you guys saw me lift my foot earlier in the video and it did the auto blip on the downshift. You can turn that off by hitting the paddle on the side of the steering wheel, and then you can control if it does the rev match for you or if you want to heel toe yourself. So those are just a couple of things. Now let's get back to the outro. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I might even upload a second version of this review with more detail. But my third gripe, which it just reminded me of, is this thing has fuel economy tips that tell you how to get better MPG out of it, which is cool. But if you're buying a track-focused car, you're probably not even thinking about what your miles per gallon is when you're just driving around. And I'm curious if it'll do that in track mode too, because that would be ridiculous if you're driving on the track and all of a sudden it's telling you, oh, go up to 5th gear from 3rd or 2nd, you know, to save fuel. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, hit me up with a comment down below, send me a DM on Instagram at @acarphotographer, or better yet, hit up my friends at Courtesy Chevrolet in San Diego. No matter where you are in the US, they'll be able to help you out. And they have a bunch of great deals on Camaros. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more car content. And if there's a specific car you want me to make a video about, leave me a comment and I'll try to get my hands on it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention. This thing loves to burn rear tires. And 305s are not cheap. So if you get this car, be ready to spend about $1,300 a year if you're going to be replacing all 4 tires, or about $600 to replace the rears. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.